komanso chuma chonse chimene tifufuze ndikupeza kuti munthu anapeza mwachinyengo zibwerera kwa inu. Mfundo yachinayi yomwe ndimati ndikuze ndiyakuti ife kubungwe la Anti-Corruption Bureau tikuzindikira ukambelembere wanu pogwiritsa ntchito njira zosiyanasiyana kunyazitsa komanso kupeputsa bungweli ndi utsogoleri wake. Ife tikuzindikira bwino mchitidwe wanu ofalitsa uthenga wabodza okhudza bungwe la Anti-Corruption Bureau ndi atsogoleri ake kwa anthu omwe sadziwa kuti akuwuzidwa zabodza, ndipo kuti chakhala chida chanu cholepheretsera kampeni yothana ndi katangale. Ndikayima pano ndikulingalira kuti ndi chani chimene chaka chathachi simunachite chopeputsa, kunyazitsa, kuchitira chipongwe komanso kuopseza bungwe la Anti-Corruption Bureau. Palibe chomwe simunachite, koma mukudziwa chani, pa ndalama iliyonse imene mumalipira anyamata anu kuti azilemba ndi kutumiza zinthu zonyoza ndi kupeputsa bungwe la Anti-Corruption Bureau, zitozo zonse zimene mumapanga modzibisa kapenanso moonekera, zonsezo kwa ife timazivala ngati nyota ya ulemu. Timazivala ngati nyota ya ulemu wa ukadaulo wa ntchito yathu chifukwa chizindikiro chokuti tikugwira ntchito mosaopa nkhope ndi chimenechi. Bodza silisanduka chilungamo chifukwa cholinena mobwereza-bwereza. Chilungamo ndi chamuyaya. Mosatengera miyala yonse yomwe mwatigenda nayo, ifetu aku Bureau tidakali pano kutokosola zinkhani zanu za ndalama zomwe munaba kuti zituluke. Ndipo tikadali pano kutumikira ndi kuteteza ndalama za Malawi. Amalawi ali wokonzeka kuteteza tsogolo lawo kwa ino, ndipo akugwira ntchito ndi bungweli nthawi zonse. Chachisanu chomwe ndifuna ndikuzeni, mutha kukhala mukunena zoona kuti muli ndi zonse zokuyenerani komanso mphamvu zolepheretsera ntchito za Anti-Corruption Bureau. Mukuganiza mutha kugula aliyense amene akutengapo gawo pa mulandu wanu. Mukuganiza kuti mutha kutseka pakamwa onse amene akuyenera kukuululani komanso kufumbatitsa manja onse amene akuyembekezereka kuthandiza bungwe la Anti-Corruption Bureau. Taona mphamvu ya ndalama zanu ikupangitsa anthu ena kuyang'anira kumbali choyipa, kulola choyipa, kuvomereza choyipa, kusangalala ndi choyipa, komanso kuzunza omwe akudana ndi choyipa, ndipo kuwazenga milandu amene akuchitchulabe kuti ndi choyipa. Inde tikuvomereza kuti muli ndi ndalama zambiri m'matumba mwanu zimene munawabera Amalawi. Komabe ndikufuna mumvetsetse. Pamene mukubwera kwa ife ndi mphamvu za ndalama zanu zokubazo, ife tikubwera kwa inu ndi chikhulupiriro chozama kuti mdima sumaposa kuwala.
Issue ya Mai Martha Chizuma si issue imene ikhoza kusokoneza dziko lonse, ndi issue ya pakati pa iwo ndi anthu amene adawawa chita inja kapena kuti adawapweteka muzochita zawo. Mai Martha Chizuma could have avoided this akadadziwa kuti akutenga role yayikulu mu dziko lino posunga chisisi cha ku office kwawo. So pano amene adawasumira ku court si aboma kuti akanene kuti boma amaiko ena akabwera akanene kuti atisiya kuthandiza donation ngati kuti aboma ndi amene anakasumira kuti apange anawuza kuti ayankhule zosayenera kuyankhula ndiwo ayi. Kupempha kuti madonors asabwere munomo ndi kumathandiza komanso madonors nkumalowerera ndi chibwana chachikulu. Tidaona kuipa kwa Mai Martha Chizuma posafuna kudusa malamulo. Oyambirira adaitanidwa ku headquarters ku area 30 police kuti akafotokoze bwinobwino zokhuzana ndi audio imene waja adayankhula. Malo moti Mai Martha Chizuma apite ku polisi adapita ku court kusafuna kuti aduse ku polisi akafotokozere bwinobwino. Taonapo ifeya kunena kuti atakhala muja monena kuti atengedwa kupita ku polisi, Mai Martha Chizuma oyambirira kwa imbira anali madonors. Sada imbira president aziko lino kuti ndamangidwa atu ine anthu animanga kuno kuti president mwina aperekepo chiganizo, koma namba kuimbira madonors and anthu oyamba kutuluka ndi kuyankhula kuti masulena ni conditional anali madonors. Zikudabwisa pali question mark kuti pali chani pa Mai Martha Chizuma. Mai Martha Chizuma atatengeredwa ku court, taonapo ife akupezeka zizona kuti kukana kupita kuti akakhale ku court akaonekere akachite pre pa chizungu, koma adanena kuti ndili ku ntchito ndikugwira ntchito za boma, zimene ngakhalenso abomawo anaona kuti kunali kosayenera kuti ngati munthu wina wake wachitidwa inja ndi mayi Martha Chizuma ali ndi ufulu wopita ku makhoti a dziko lino kukapanga kuti akapeze chilungamo. Nawo mayi Martha Chizuma akuti ine sindingapite kumeneko chifukwa ndine director wa ICB. Mphamvu zimenezi amayi Martha Chizuma akuzitenga kuti chifukwa munthu wina aliyense ali ndi ufulu wopezeka kuti apeze chithandizo ku makhoti a dziko lino. Aboma ataona kunena kuti apapa pali ngati conflict imene mayi Martha Chizuma akukanika kuti mwina azipita ku makhoti chifukwa cha nkhani zawo za personal, adawachita interdict. Koma taonapo sopano magulu osiyanasiyana kumapita mpaka ku court. Tufuna tinene kuti mayi Martha Chizuma is not exceptional. Siwe khaya amene sangapite pa malamulo. Anthu amene adachitwa interdict nziko muno alimo ndipo tilinawo maumboni. Of Alenek Matemba amene anakhalapo director wa ICB adadusaso malamulo kuti anachitwa interdict tikukamba pano saliso ku maofesi kwawo chifukwa cha nkhani zimene akuyankha za criminal ku makhoti a dziko lino. Taonapo ife Julius Smith amene alipo akhozanso kuyikira umboni, amene amalemba zawo zongolemba ngati munthu amene ali mu civil service adachitwa suspend ngati discipline ya magwiridwe a ntchito a mboma. What's so special with mayi Martha Chizuma? Taonapo ifeyo Dr. Milton Kutengula amene anali secretary to the president, nthawi imeneyo ataganiziridwa kuti aononga 20 million kwacha, adachitwa interdict. Koma Milton Kutengule sadapite ku court ukalimbana ndi boma, anapita ku makhoti ndikachita fight kutena for his freedom. Tikunena pano ndi mfulu mu dziko lino la Malawi. Interdiction siyoyamba kupita kwa mayi Martha Chizuma. Tiakumbuse mayi Martha Chizuma kuti banja samanga ndi ankhoswe. Banja mmamanga anthu awiri. Ngakhale akakakamira ku ACB mayi Martha Chizuma kuti akakamire ku ACB ngati ubale wawo ndi ma institutions ena ngati mene afotokozera anzanga ku DPP, Director of Public Prosecution, Attorney General ndi ena onse makhoti, ngati ubale wawo suli bwino sangakwanise kumenya nkhondo zothana ndi corruption mu dziko lino la Malawi. Sizingatheke pakuyenera kunena kuti pakhale ubale wabwino. So ngati akuthamangira ku makhoti amayenera kuchita resign kuti aboma anandichita interdict mosayenera. Koma ine I will go and fight ku court. Osati kukakamira kuti ya koma ndikhalebe ku ACB. Pamene azathu ajanenera kuti palibepo chimene chikuoneka ku ACB chimene chikhoza kuwapangisa mayi Martha Chizuma ndimakanena kuti atha kubwera ndikumakalimpabe mtima kuti ndifuna libe ku ACB. Akulimbirako chani?
Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to Auntie Yami channel. How are you doing today? Yesterday I missed you all. We were having a break, a rest. But today we are back. We are back with banga. Not banga soup, the Nigerian one, but banga. Because today is today. Because we are here, guys, to expose this channel. Might be you are new to this channel. This channel is about exposing corrupt leaders like Lazarus, the fake Pastor Chakwera. We are here to expose all these vampires who have been draining our country, draining the growth of our country. We've suffered, Malawians, and we are still suffering. Our businesses closed. We lost jobs. The aftermath of COVID was most of you lost jobs. You are suffering to date. Some of us, our relatives, lost lives. just because of poor governance, poor administration of these bloodsuckers, the Malawi Congress Party. What's wrong with them? Hang on. Was it 2022? There was a case, of the stepson of President Mutharika, Tadikira Mafupa. Or some of you say Mutharika. But at the end of the day, what happened? Why is this case just quiet? This is what is all about. Do you believe that that case, all those 7 people were not guilty, but due to their corruption ways, that's why they proceeded just to get these innocent sons of the soil be embarrassed, and it was a political issue. These type of cases where they are wrongly charge someone without any evidence, the state does spend a lot of money, and they'll even put some of the money in their pockets. Director of public prosecution, was it Stephen Kayuni? What did he do? Wherever you are, Mr. Kayuni, tell us, what did you do for these young people to spend 90 days in a prison cell? Was it because you wanted to tarnish the image of these youth, or you wanted to tarnish the image of the Mutharika family? You tell us, Malawians, they cannot continue to treat us like nobodies. This is what is happening. We need to know the truth, because I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to reveal what happened. Do you think Tadikira Mafupa is happy wherever he is? How can a person be arrested straight after getting married? How are you going to feel? Did he do it? I'm not the cause, but we need to know. We cannot continue to forget things like that, because whatever they did to them, one day they will do that to someone else, because they know the truth. MCP knows the truth. But now, even if they are not in the government, these are the things where what is going to happen now? In this case, these accused are going to be paid, compensated. Whose money is that? Taxpayers' money. I'm not gonna blame the new government for that, no. But sometimes I pray, sometimes I wish Chakwera will compensate. I wish that Stephen Kayuni will compensate, because with their money, with their mind, their sick mind, these are vampires. Tit for tat. This is what is going on. Politics, tit for tat. As you can see now, how they are just so happy. They've started even making summer meetings, preparing for 2030. For what? With the same leadership? Corrupt? Always arrest people for nothing? Why is it that they are just there, free? What is the government waiting for? I know what they are waiting for. They are waiting first to deal with Malawi's starvation. People who are starving. People are suffering in Malawi. And I really respect this government, because before dealing with these vampires, they are dealing with Malawians. They want Malawians to have adequate food. That's what they are doing. But don't get me twisted. They are going to face justice, because today I'm going to tell you some of the secrets, what happened with that case, because just you Malawians, you want to know, because we cannot lie. That time Mutharika wasn't president. Even him, they made him suffer. They don't care. They wanted to finish him. But God of Malawi did not want that to happen. Let's see what happened. I'm going to explain to you. Then we are going to talk, and put shame on them. Tadikira was arrested in November 2022 in connection with a mass grave in the Ntangatanga Forest Reserve, Mzimba district. Around 30 suspected Ethiopian migrants were found dead. You remember? He was charged with murder and aggravated human trafficking, among others. He was granted bail in January 2023. The conditions included a cash bond of 2 million Malawi kwacha. That time, that money was a lot. 2 sureties bonded at 5 million and cash each, surrendering his travel documents, reporting to police regularly, into interfering with investigations of contacting witnesses. The court ordered that the charge sheet be amended. For example, splitting the single murder count into multiple counts, given 3 and there were multiple bodies. Clarifying in particular in the trafficking charge, so each accused knows exactly what they are being accused of. This was done to make charges clear and more specific. There were delays. The state missed deadlines. Do you know why? Because this is the beginning for us to know that it was a setup for responding to some objections, so proceedings were postponed. Hey. In June 2024, only last year, this June 24 is the same month, Saulos Chirima, may your soul continue to rest in peace, was occupied with them. That so-called staged crash. In 2024, the High Court acquitted Tadikira Mafupa of all charges. The court found that the evidence against him was disjointed, meaning it did not sufficiently establish the links required to convict. This is what you can see now. The courts acquitted Tadikira. Appeal. The state has resolved that time to appeal. You see, they did not have any concrete evidence, but because it was a political thing, like them vampires, that's why they are like, well, do you know what? Let's appeal. Let's see how it goes. The High Court acquitted over Tadikira and 7 others. The appeal was made to the Supreme Court of Malawi. The basis for the state's pressure in that was not satisfied with the High Court ruling by Justice Gladys Gondwe, which acquitted the accused again. Because the state believes believed there was merit in the case. Legal Aid Bureau, which represented many of the suspects, continued to represent them in the Supreme Court of Appeal. The Mutharika family was strongly asserted Tadikira's innocence from early on, saying the arrest was not justified by the facts, and that he was unaware of any illicit use of his vehicle. I'm coming there to explain to you. After the acquittal, Tadikira lawyers expressed satisfaction with the outcome, affirming that the evidence was weak and disjointed. The director of public prosecution, that time was Stephen Kayuni, said the decision came as a surprise. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Now, let's start this issue and shame and expose this government of vampires, a corrupt government, which the same director of prosecution stopped, threatened. This woman, is really sad that this Tadikira spent Christmas, even New Year, in jail. But at the end of the day, they did not have any evidence. That's why the case just became quiet. They did not care about the future. They did not see this coming. Now, I believe all these people, they are going to sue them. But that is taxpayers' money. These are the mistakes they continued making. They arrested Mutharika, nothing happened. They charged Chirima, nothing happened. All this is government money. 2 weeks after the wedding, someone was arrested, an innocent person. That car, it might be he was the owner, but it did not mean that he was the one who was dealing with that. He was into transportation business. But why was he accused as the owner? Was he the one driving? This is the problem, because our politicians, they are continuing doing this. That's why corruption is going to take long to end. I'm so happy with the new government because they are talking about corruption, but we are looking forward to them to start acting, because those corrupt leaders who ate your money needs to be charged. On top of all these people, even the Chirima family needs to sue them, because the truth is not out there to date. What happened? Those are the answers. All these investigations, guys, they need money. Where is that money gonna come from? It's from our tax. Your tax. This is how government works. Malawians, let's open our eyes. These blood suckers, they are there to destroy. They don't have shame, because only yesterday they were insulting DPP and leader Peter Mutharika. Today they say, oh no. I've joined DPP. Then you are welcoming them. Political prostitutes. We don't want those political prostitutes. Corruption is real. You need to understand. You, the youth, don't be cheated. Don't get trapped with these vampires, bloodsuckers, because at the end of the day, they want to blindfold you. Everything they are doing is about your money. The money which is going to be spent on these cases. It's your money. Then Malawians, you continue to work for nothing, suffer, and pay tax. Because you cannot say, no, I'm not going to pay tax. You have to pay tax. But your rights as citizens of Malawi have to be respected. You need to make sure, try to investigate all these cases where every time when they go to those Caton courts, you cannot even see the ending. There are a lot of cases hanging there, corruption, all this, but you never get justice. Why? Because it's only the poor who are getting justice. The rich, they are getting richer and rich. But at the end of the day, you cannot arrest someone, keep someone in the cell, wrongfully, for 90 days. And this is a newlywed person. And accuse them just because you want to use it as a political game. This is what they are doing. MCP has got a lot to answer. Because up to now, Malawians, you need to find out, investigate. Where are judgments? No one can scare you because we are scared to come out here and question. But we need to open our eyes and know our rights. As citizens of Malawi, citizens of Africa, we've got rights like each and everyone else. Don't just be scared, because the more you are getting scared, the more you'll be just there being punished, and you'll be the one feeding the courts and those prisons gates. If you go to those prisons gates, what are you going to see? The poor are suffering. They don't have anyone to represent them. They don't even have bond money. This is what happened. If you talk about legal representation, that's government money. But at the end of the day, why are the youth, a lot of youth, committing these crimes? It's because of poverty and employment. I wanted to give you an example of this case of Tadikira. Because maybe if I give example of someone, it's not going to work. You remember those Chinese were released. Why? They were guilty, but because, you know what? It's not your skin, it's not our skin. This is what is happening. Our leaders are very corrupt. Only days ago, I came across another case. Someone has been arrested, a young boy, just killing 2 birds. He's been sent to prison. What type of justice is that? Well, those Chinese, they were charged 14 years, but they did not save that. Why? Because they are Chinese. That's what is happening in our own democratic governments. Why can't we push these governments? How many people are they going to kill themselves sleeping on top of each other in those prisons? If we are arresting people because of one chicken, where is the community service? There are other cases, they need community service. Get them and do community service so that we can avoid them to go and spend our taxpayers' money in those prisons. Because even looking after one prisoner is very expensive, Malawians. There are these cases, those people can sweep our roads with supervision. Rather than locking them in those jails, these are the things you have to go to Parliament and discuss and talk and remind our politicians that, you know what? Why is it that you are arresting someone because of that person stole only a pair of trainer? Just one dress. You are sending that person to jail. Waste of taxpayers' funds. This is the same as this Tadikira case is going to consume all those people who had legal representative, legal aid representative. That's your taxpayers' money, Malawians. This is how our governments are very corrupt. And some of the lawyers, legal representatives, they are also corrupt. I've seen that, and I know sometimes we have to shame them. Like how tomorrow I'm going to shame our chiefs who have been used and they take advantage, especially when now the government is buying maize. That maize is for the people, but these chiefs are so greedy. These chiefs have become corrupt. We need also to shame them. We need to stand out, because chiefs were there to serve people, to represent their people. But now our chiefs have become politicians. This is another story for tomorrow. So let's continue to subscribe, like, comment, and share as we continue to expose them. Thank you very much to all my subscribers. You are so organic. Thank you for your support, your love, and ongoing commenting culture. Because we need to expose these vampires who are corrupt, especially now. And Tiam is here. We are going to expose and remind this new government that they have to take action. Because these vampires cannot just be left like that. I know some of them, maybe they will leave the country, but at the end of the day, where are they gonna go? But be careful with those ones who are jumping wagon, because they've already started that. You know what? Now I'm DPP. Those are the dangerous ones. Those are there to destroy. Those are there to destroy the ruling government because they are corrupt. They are coming from bad blood. Now they want to destroy. Be careful. We need to remind this government that no, we are not happy about that. Don't accept them. Leave them to hang their legs into that tree, because their leader is just quite there. Shameless pastor. And he's vampires, the blood suckers. Thank you very much. God bless you abundantly. Ciao. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you.